Kia ora and welcome back to a New Year's Eve edition of the Sparrow Warfare Daily Flight. So today's flight modifiers, we've got Witch House, which is that everyone is immune to our way, and this time we're playing with Way of Fire for the first 3 turns. Now this is their first 3 turns, so as I recall from last time it's come up, if they come up in turn 4, they're still immune for their first 3 turns. We've got Turtle Skin, which is the nicest, I think, because you get the full 15 shields at the start of each level, and then that reduces by 1 each turn, so that's a really decent defense boost. But on the other hand, we also get 3 burning damage at the start of every turn, and starting with the bird bath to be able to clear burning as we go. So let's see how this game goes. Okay, so we can see here, in fact, that's interesting combo where we've got the way of the Witch House, meaning we're immune to our way for the first 3 turns, and Halo of Flame, because it's automatically protected us against Halo of Flame, but it has taken down the Witch House by a turn, because every single time you get attacked by the anything that you're immune to, it reduces by 1. So this is an interesting combo, but we'll just start off with taking Sister Claws out as usual. Build up our defense. Be very nice. Don't think we'll have to worry about defense for the rest of this turn. And see how many birds we get come out. Bridget and Howl. Cool, so again, they're immune. Now they're immune for the full 3 turns because you get the start of the burning at the start of the turn, so if they're not in combat at the start of the turn, they don't get burnt, but we should be easy to take them out. At least take bridges, and then just take out Howl's flame defense, because that will mean that he'll get burning at the start of this turn. Okay, so we can see again the 3 new birds started off with the Witch House. They've had it reduced by 1 because of the burning. I've had the last of my Witch House immunity taken off of me, but Howl and the Beekeeper both now start their flame. Now what I can do is just start taking out the flame immunity, because I do still need to get my defense up a little bit, or take out some of the birds, so we're going to need a bit of help. Transform something into a wild tile. Now we'll see if that's enough. Oh, not quite enough to take Fluff Justice out completely, so I'll have to boost up the immunity. Bit sad to have lost my bird bath, but can't be helped. So that should now 18. No, that is not enough to take out the beak. Sorry, to take out the defense that I need. I am going to have to open up Bridget anyway. We'll draw a tile for every opponent, and I have to play all of these out, but that at least takes Fluff Justice out, and just hope that we don't get... Okay, Possibility's okay, because Possibility's not going to attack us this turn, so Dev could have played that, but never mind. Okay. I'm gonna take down the beak. If I get another tile out, I'll draw for every defence tile in hand. No need to risk because we've got no birds left, so we can draw without worrying too much about any extra defence. And that's taken out Shah as well, so I don't need to worry about the defence. So definitely going to need to boost my defence up. I'm going to start off actually with playing the shiny coin because whatever it upgrades is going to do me good. Yep. So I need 27 in total, so what does Howl have for us? Gain 3 defense for every opponent. That's useful, because I can just... in fact, boosting that and setting them on fire anyway, don't have to worry. So, we'll end up there. See what Magic 8 Ball has for us. A healing, not bad, but I'll wait until next turn to play that because we're going to get rid of a Feathered Fury anyway. Cool. Then give myself that health. And then we'll remove the burning because it's 7. Don't like it getting much higher than that. And see if we get one decent tile. Nah, gets it out of my hand for next turn. Let's see if I can get something nice to chain in with those flames. Draw 3 tiles. But otherwise we'll just discard and see what we get coming up next turn, because we'll get a reshuffle and tiles coming back in. Not brilliant, but we'll at least build up the defence. Oh, should have spotted that. Beekeeper's already over on the flame. Always forget to check on how much the burning is at the start of a turn. Oh, that's nice. Upgrade. But at this point, I'm not going to play it because next turn he'll be taken down by another of the flame, and then I'm not wasting too much of the flames. Unfortunately, I lost one of my immunities because Shrike attacked with the flame. But yeah, if we now build that up. And see what happens as we get more birds coming out. So worried about Feather Fall's attack, so we'll wait for another turn before we start playing fire at him. Oh, even better. Take him out without worrying about the fire. And if we fire those over, Killer gets taken out with the largest fire. Oh, that's nice. Bring back my fire immunity and stare into the abyss. Good job I built up that immunity. The Falcon are about to attack me with fire. And oh, rewards gift me with extra tiles. So we'll use the high value defense just to get that going. And I'm going to take a look and see what the really nice tiles we are for Beekeeper. 1,000 talons I like. Oh, nice, and keep defense at the end of turn. Now that's useful, so we'll build that up straight away. Means that those last bits of defense weren't wasted, but I won't play 1,000 talons yet because I'd like to see if I can get a higher tile out for that. There we go. So add 6 strength. Start drawing a tile for every opponent. It's useful. And yeah, remove the burning, and it's boosting defense as well. And draw tiles. Now unfortunately that's mainly going to go over and hit the falconer, but wouldn't normally play out 3 sets of 1 defences, but given we get to keep the defence each turn, let's not waste them. And oh yay! Pump-a-rum is nice because that will create tiles whenever a tile is destroyed, and that'll be very useful for next turn. Sadly, you don't get to pump-a-rum a pump-a-rum, but never mind. Now what's nice though is when you do that transform, it's technically destroying a tile, so therefore I get 2, which is very useful. And I'm just going to discard that 5 because I'm going to play those out, and I don't particularly want the 5 defence to be destroyed. Oh, destroyed the smoke tile. Never mind. Again, build up the defence just because we can, and it means we don't have to worry if we don't get much defence next turn. Right, let's do some decent attacking before we hit out with a fire again. Actually, I'm gonna see if I can get a couple more nice tiles. Ooh! Now, Insatiable is a very interesting tile in that for 3 turns you draw 3 tiles whenever a bird is freed. Very, very dangerous at end of turn if you still got enemy birds in your deck, because they will come out attacking. But at this point I don't have to worry about it because I don't have any birds. I just need to be careful when I play it next turn. And I'm going to bring out cannon fodder because that goes very nicely with pump-a-rum. And well, actually I'm gonna build that up on the defence, not only no, I don't want to play out those 7s just purely because the Craven Ravens, it will only take them down, and given they're nearly defeated by fire anyway. Now, interesting there that it recognised when Insatiable was destroyed for the turn with the strength, but didn't recognise it with pump-a-rum. Okay, now definitely going to get rid of that burning. But I shall do it through immunity because then I don't have to worry about the fire damage. So I'll just do that to not only be the extra wild tile, but it also would create a smoke tile, but that smoke tile is now in my deck waiting to come out. start off with a drawing for those defence tiles. I only get to keep defence for one more turn, but we might as well play that out because I'm on the last turn of getting the bonus, the side hustle bonus, so we'll see what double tile we get here. Oh, get another side hustle, keep that going, that's not bad. And Soothing Salve, again, not so much of a problem this turn, but will be useful next turn. So build that side hustle back up again. And I'm going to draw out another couple just to build up the be able to attack more with the attack tile. The red dragon not so useful right now, but again something that will be useful for next turn, and we'll end up there. So hopefully taking down the Falconer by 30 this turn, we should be able to hit him for 50 odd next turn, particularly with a lucky bamboo. I like that one. I forgot the Falconer was going to heal and remove burning, but we can still, I think we've definitely got enough here to take him out. There we go. Set everyone on fire for 13. And there we go. Victory going. We're now well below the Falconer's defense, so we'll just take him out and move to the next level. We've got some really decent wild tiles in our deck now. Okay. Well, Hannibal's taking down our defence because of his thorns. But going to I should still have enough defense there, so take him out for the final hit. And nice, because freeze Baudelaire straight up. Still needs to build up the defense because we've brought out Dino, but we can do that quite easily with the tiles we've got in hand. And no point at this point in playing out the flame tiles until we've at least taken down some of the witch house. So now the poacher is no longer immune to fire, so it doesn't matter if I hit out those fire tiles. Bit risky to discard two, but we don't need either of those wild tiles particularly, and we can get some good ones coming through. I'm going to just boost that defense because at the moment we don't have enough against Dino. And Fancy Ricky comes out. Huzzah! going to definitely need some additional help. Double buffs I'll bring for later, because it would double my shield, but I'd like to have some more nice buffs going as well. Lots of healing, not a lot of defense. This is where Pump Run would have been really nice, but... And I need 42 defense. That is annoying. Let's see if I get a defense tile. Not particularly helpful. See if we can turn one of those smokes into a wild tile. That would be nice. Right. So build up the side hustle and cannon fodder. I'm not forgetting that we still do need an additional defense. So I'm going to see what the Falconer gives us. Ooh, Warren buff will be fun. Particularly if I play that twice. So all the buffs are multiplied by 4 and then multiplied by 4 again. Now this will also multiply the defense up. That's not a bad amount of defense. I think I'm relatively secure for the rest of the game with that, and hopefully the 112 strength, 111 will get diminished at the end of this turn. Particularly if I multiply that up again. So 117 attack, then I'll add another 117 to my attack, and then I'll double it again. So 520 on the attack. I think if I just heal for 523 points twice, I can take out the poacher.
Fly free, little sparrow.
And that really shows the power of doubling, and particularly when you've got the multipliers and double in combo, because you can build your strength up to pretty insane levels very fast. So that was quite a fun ending to the game, and have a very happy new year, and I will see you in 2026. Kia ora.